then I told her that, okay, I could be an activity coordinator, and there's few things that we did, and I just planned with some of my colleagues, and it worked well. And then that clicked, and then I told her about sponsorship, and she said, "That's good. They could do it for me." And they did it all free. I didn't pay 1 naira,
Wow.
not even £1 now.
Hello everyone. Today I have with me a long-time friend of more than 15 years now.
Yeah.
So, and she's going to be sharing with us a lot of things around her coming to the UK and how she has easily transitioned from student visa to work visa seamlessly. I mean seamlessly.
Yeah.
You get to hear the story. And so before we go into the detail, let's just get to meet her. Can we just know you a bit?
Okay, hi viewers. It's so nice to have you guys here. Thanks for joining. And like he has said, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And we've got a notification bell. Just click on it. When we have a notification, you can easily get it. Okay, my name is Funmilayo Shem Komolafe. I'm a student, and I've been able to transition from a student visa to work visa in the UK successfully and seamlessly, like I said. Also, before I came to the UK, I happened to own a non-governmental organization, which is still, of course, holding and running, where we just, encourage and inspire, motivate teenagers, to become the best of whatever they are, bring out the potentials in them, and just groom them to being the very best that we want them, or they want to be themselves. I also run a YouTube channel where I just talk about, anything that needs to be talked about, just fun things, lifestyle. I like cooking. So, and I discovered this skill until I got to the UK, because back home, I'm always I'm well known in restaurants, going to buy food and all. I've been so lazy cooking. But when I got here and I saw how expensive
things are,
African foods are, I had no one to advise me. So I had to start learning and, relearning, unlearning, and, just to get to know how to cook. And I've, developed so many interests and passion for cooking. Now I cook, and once in a while, if I have the strength, I sell to my colleagues at work and in school, and it's been sort of successful too. And what else do you want to know about me? I'm very playful. I'm very talkative. I mean, I'm a talkative. I'm a talky. And I'm fun to be with. And I'm very friendly.
I'm just gonna pick up on the line where you say you do some cooking.
Yeah.
And so now we're talking about what's the difference between living in the UK and living in Nigeria. And how have you then found that cooking, especially because I know that you do it for business as well?
Yes, I do.
How did you find that so easily doing, and then getting customers as well?
Yeah, I'll start from like you're sort of asking me the culture shock.
Yeah.
Right, between the two countries.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll start from the cooking aspect really. Back home, being a married woman, and I've, a mother of one and all that for now. So I've been not really a cooking type. We're based in Lagos and on the island, so we've got loads of restaurants, Mega Chicken, Kilimanjaro, Chicken Republic. There's this one they newly did before we came, the Dems. So people on the island will really know this part of Ajah precisely. So, and it's not really far to us. My husband just drives, so we buy a lot. And sometimes when I get there, they mostly know what I want to buy. Because I'm like a customer. So you guys. And then when we got here, we started it as well. There's Dudu Bar in Luton. So we go there like on the regs to buy food and all. I'm like, babe, we can't continue like this. So because just me alone, a plate could cost us like £15. So plus my husband, my son will eat. So, and that's just per meal. So imagine how much we spend.
Yeah.
So I have to be like, no, this has to stop. So I decided to feel like, okay, how much we spend in a day? Let me get to the market, buy something, cook, and let me just feel the difference. And I saw that, wow, we've sort of been wasting a lot of money. I'm like, whatever thing I cook, let me just mix everything together. It will form something. And I started with jollof rice, because I'm a lover of rice, anything rice. So I decided to just start with jollof rice. I just feel like whatever it is. So it wasn't really good. It was soggy, mushy,
At
whatever.
first.
And trust my hubby, he just managed it. And I'm like, no, this guy can't be giving me money and then I'll be wasting his money because he was working while I was being a student back then, 2021 precisely.
Right.
So to cut the story short, I had to learn.
Mm.
Sometimes I'll just call my mom, when you do this, what do you have to make this? Not that I don't know how to cook, I do, but you know, they are cooking and they are cooking. You get that kind of a stuff. So I learned, and right now there's something, whoever that tastes my food, there's something they say, the Nademi signature. You just know it's from me.
Right.
Because there's, when it comes to my jollof rice, it has to be smoky. It has to be Niger party jollof. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when it comes to my fried rice, any type of rice, I am mashed sauce. Don't let's go there. I know you're salivating already.
Yeah, you should be, because there was a time myself and my wife visited Luton, and then they are based in ML Amstead.
Yeah.
And so we visited them, and then for the night, she just gave us some of the food, and trust me, it was delicious. The rice, the fried rice, and the meat, everything was on point.
Yeah.
So it's amazing to know that she actually started from the scratch in the UK.
Yeah.
She's gotten so professional about it.
Yeah.
So tell us, so how do you then get your customers and you made it a business?
Okay, well, you know, like I said, I've been a student. I was a student back then in 2021. My course is a 2-year course. I had placements with it, like sandwich course. So, and it's an event management course. I'm studying hospitality, tourism, and event management. So you can begin to relate how cooking will be very essential to that kind of a course.
Yeah.
So, and like I stated earlier in my introduction, I'm very jovial. You can't see me just sit down, and you have to feel my presence. Because in my place of work, I'm being called sunshine for a reason.
Right.
So, yeah. So, I started in a way that when I go to school, you know, like I said, we stop buying food. So I take food to school. And there, you know, UK universities, they've given us microwaves in some sections of the school. So when I microwave my food, you have to perceive. You know, when you cook good food, there's this
the aroma.
the aroma. Thank you very much. So people are like, how far from me? Where did you buy this? I'm the one that cooked it though. Some will not believe I cook. Where do you have the time? Because you know, schooling like Monday to Wednesday, where would you have that time and all that? Okay, let me prove to you guys. I'll bring some of them. You'll have a taste. If you want, let me know. So it started from there. Just how would I call it now? An indirect marketing. That's how I do my thing.
Yeah.
I won't, sometimes I'll directly meet with you. Sometimes my product itself will just sell to you.
Right.
You understand? So that was how I started, from my colleagues, and then I've got some Nigerian lecturers too. They buy pepper pomon.
Wow.
A lot, and it's been very, very lucrative. I'll tell.
Wow.
At least it sustained me while I was still a student.
Right.
Yeah.
So you, if I get you right, you weren't having to work for all these warehouse or whatever during your time of
no.
So
I never
you just got into this cooking business.
Yeah.
Then you said you were selling to your colleague as well, so you had already started working in a particular place.
Yes, I started working in an healthcare organization.
Right.
You know, just 20 hours per week. I've been a very, very what will I call it now? A law-abiding student. We have to do 20 hours per week being a student, so I do that a lot. And the place I work, we've got mixture of blacks and whites, and that reminds me. I noticed that most of their food here, their snacks is always like bread. They've got these bread rolls, dinner rolls. I grabbed that. I went online. How do I make this? Because it was so sellable. I noticed that in the morning when I get to work, that's what they take with tea, coffee, whatever.
Right.
Then British, they really don't take heavy breakfast. It's always something mild. Then in the afternoon, you can have rice, then dinner, maybe potatoes or something. I studied. I noticed that bread was very important. I went to the grocery stores, Asda, whatever, bought a few of them, read the ingredients, went online.
Wow.
How is this made? And I started. I've got loads.
Wow.
So when I want to sell in the morning, they call me at night, maybe or even a day before. Phone me, like they call me. They put it as, they stopped my name from Oluwafumilayo to phone me. So phone me, can I get dinner rolls in the morning, please? I'm like, okay, just send me how many you want and all that.
Wow.
So that was how I started doing that.
It's quite amazing that you you were able to easily, in fact, first of all, you weren't so good a cook.
At all.
And then you started learning, and in fact, you're able to make a business out of it and selling to your colleagues who are both British and the blacks as well,
yeah.
and to your fellow students as well.
Yeah.
That's incredible, and that's a lesson for every one of us, including myself. In the place where you're serving, you can always find an opportunity for you to get a business out of it.
Yeah.
So how did you then transition from student visa to skilled worker visa?
Okay, like I stated earlier, being a student, I've been working in an healthcare organization, support worker precisely. I'm part of my job since 2022. Yeah, because while I was really a student, my partner didn't really want me to work that much, so that I'll be able to cope very well at school, which I did, and I became a course rep. So as I was saying, yeah, thank you. So when I noticed that our visa was going to expire soon, and then it was sort of a bit difficult getting the skilled worker visa because the competition was getting too much. Even those in Nigeria, everywhere was getting heated up, and our visa was expiring very soon.
Yeah.
So my husband and I had a talk, and who's going to do this? How are we going to, go about this? The agreements as a couple and all. So we decided he would do it.
Right.
Whatever job he sees, just for us to get the stay that we need.
Yeah.
And then because being a student, I'll be able to get an office job, the proper standard professional job in quotes. All right then. So he had to even, take a transfer from where he was currently working to another place, because those ones they give sponsorship.
Right.
All right then. So, but like they say, man proposes, God disposes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just decided to talk to my manager, who is a very wonderful person. That I studied events management in school, international tourism events. It's quite long. International tourism, hospitality, and events management.
Wow.
So we call it ITHM.
Wow.
So that was what I studied in school, and I just spoke to her. I noticed that here we hold events a lot. Like any event, we take it very serious, and we really don't have an events coordinator. So I told her, like, I would like to be an activity coordinator in this organization. Like, I would just trust me, I'll do this job. And she said it's good that she's even been noticing me, how I do things. I do a lot of things. She was one that even told me that she likes me when I sing, because when it's boring at work, some days are just like that. You just see me singing whatever song, and then so that was where the sunshine name came from. That I bring forth light to the place of work. So that was how we started. And I told her that, okay, I could be an activity coordinator, and there's few things that we did, and I just planned with some of my colleagues, and it worked well. And then that clicked, and then I told her about sponsorship, and she said that's good, they could do it for me. And they did it all free. I didn't pay 1 naira.
Wow.
Not even £1 now. I didn't pay 1 naira.
Wow.
So as being a support worker, I'm planning events. We've planned quite a lot of numbers. I mean, the coronation party, we had a lot. I can't start mentioning, and it's been so successful. To the glory of God. Even when I'm on leave, I'm being called for 1 or 2 things to talk about and all. So seamlessly.
That's actually amazing to know that from being a support worker in a particular organization, you can then, in fact, you're just amazing. You got a business, a food business from the place of work there, and then you now easily got a skilled worker visa to then be someone who's coordinating
sorry to interrupt you. Just like you said, when one of my friends from school called me and were like, Funmi, how are you doing it? How do you plan to, switching and all? I said, me, I've switched since. So how did you switch? How come? When I said, I know they. So I just told him how I was like, I know you. There's a way you do your marketing skills, and then it just works well for you. Like, you don't do it yourself. And I told him that so many mistakes we make is that when we hear people working in all this healthcare, support care, we only believe that, okay, this is what they do. I told him there are auditors in healthcare organizations, there are accountants in healthcare organizations, there are administrators in healthcare organizations. I'm still being a support worker, and I'm still being an activity coordinator, and I'm being paid for what I'm doing.
Wow. So it's just a matter of during the time when you're working with them as a student, you build good rapport with your managers, with your Yeah,
Just do you.
and then let them know the other side of you, the things that you can do.
Yes, thank
If they
you.
have if they then have a space in the organization,
exactly.
they can consider sponsoring you.
My advice to whoever is planning to relocate to any part of the world, essentially, it doesn't have to be UK. Please, you need to plan yourselves.
Yeah.
Like, plan yourselves very well. The location you want to go to, the benefits, how it benefits you as an individual. Forget being black or white, yellow or red. You know, whatever thing it is you need to learn it, especially when it comes to skills. When it comes to skills, there are so many opportunities in these countries that because we rush to come, we are too spiritual when it comes to traveling. I don't want to tell anybody.
You just suddenly found yourself.
Yeah, in the UK, you flew like the Holy Spirit just carried you. Every more careful. Please. You at least you have one person you trust that has been here for years. Talk to them. Let them advise you, especially on courses, skills, certifications, qualifications, those things that you need, so that when you come, people that took 10 years to really achieve whatever thing they wanted to achieve might not even take you up to 4 years. Within 4 years, you've done a whole lot of things. So please, that's the advice I'd like to give people. So
thanks for that. And that's one of the reasons why we also set up this YouTube channel where we share with you the information. Sometimes it took us a long time to realize some things, but we want you to know them early, you know. So make sure you're sharing these videos with people who are in the process of transitioning or who have just recently come to the UK. And in fact, they might have been here for a long time, but some of these things they don't know. So please share our videos to them. All right, thank you for listening. I hope you found some of the tips shared in this video very valuable. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you have not. You like our videos. Let us know in the comment box as well what you think about some of the comments. And we'll check through as well and reply and see what we can take on board for our next coming videos. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.